Hello. This week's Torah portion, Acharei Mot, contains 79 commandments, or 13% of the 613 commandments in the Torah, more than any other single portion. That's a lot of commandments. If you follow diligently all these commandments, then after you die, you're guaranteed a place in Olam Haba, the world to come, heaven. If not, you will spend up to a year in Gehennom, and if you're not cleansed there, your soul and your name will be erased forever. For those who don't like this scenario, let's use our imagination and think of alternatives. Imagine there's no heaven, no hell, above us only sky, and no religion too. It's easy if you try. Imagine there's no countries, no borders, one united world. Imagine no possessions, all the people sharing all the worlds. Imagine a brotherhood of man, all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I say I have nightmares, and I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join me and realize these nightmares will not repair the world. They will only make it worse. Why? Let's examine these points one by one. First, there's no need to imagine a world without religion. Most of us have experienced it firsthand. It's called the 20th century. The secular ideologies of the 20th century, fascism, Nazism, communism, have killed far more people than all the wars of religion combined. Hitler's genocidal frenzy murdered 11 million in concentration camps and 3 million in prisoner of war camps. In the name of communism, Mao Zedong of China killed up to 100 million civilians. Stalin of the Soviet Union killed 20 million. Pol Pot of Cambodia killed 2 million. And other lovers of the hammer and sickle in Cuba, Vietnam, Korea, Eastern Europe, and elsewhere killed millions more. King Leopold II of Belgium killed 10 million blacks in the Congo because they weren't working fast enough as slaves. Let's consider a religious counterpart, the Inquisition of the Catholic Church. In its name, Christian clerics spied on Jews who had been forced to convert to Christianity. If they caught one of them practicing Judaism in secret, they arrested him, jailed him, and tortured him savagely to extract a confession from him. Then they tried him in a kangaroo court and sentenced him to be burned alive. This murder, which they called an auto da fe, was carried out in a public place in front of thousands of enthusiastic onlookers, happy to see justice being done and using the occasion for a family picnic. Now, think of all the time, the energy, the money, the manpower required to kill just one person in the name of religion. Compared to the Nazis happily murdering thousands of Jews every single day on an efficient industrial scale, without bothering with spying, charges, confessions, or trials. Who is worse in the end? The Inquisitors or the Nazis? In the secular ideologies, human lives are expendable. All that counts is the cause. The end justifies the means. It's always easier to kill than to argue, convince, spy, jail, restrict, or tolerate. By contrast, in all modern religions, life counts for something. In Judaism, the Mishnah says, quote, whoever destroys one life is considered as if he had destroyed an entire world. And whoever saves one life is considered as if he had saved an entire world. End of quote. You often hear the argument that many people who don't practice any religion are nevertheless good. Certainly. But what is clear to me is that these people got their goodness from religious values passed down to them through the generations, from parents, teachers, and leaders. They were not born that way. Remember that the so-called good people of 5,000 years ago believed there was nothing wrong with slavery, with sacrificing children to angry gods, with pedophilia, with the notion that might makes right, with the survival of the fittest and the most cunning, and with many other things that, thanks to religion, are no longer taught as good. In fact, the Torah tells us, Yetzer lev ha'adam ra min urav. The inclination of a man's heart is evil from his birth. This means that our natural instincts are evil. Goodness has to be learned. This is why the Torah was given. Absent the Torah, it would be natural to ask, if I see something I like, why can't I steal it if I can get away with it? Why can't I kill anybody who stands in my way if I'm strong enough? The Torah does not command us to do anything we would do naturally. The purpose of the ethical commandments is precisely to help us overcome our natural evil inclination. Steven Weinberg, a Jewish physicist who received the Nobel Prize in 1979, famously said, quote, with or without religion, you would have good people doing good things and evil people doing evil things. But for good people to do evil things, that takes religion, unquote. He is wrong. One could say just as appropriately, for evil people to do good things, that takes religion. One could also say good people can be led to do evil things even without religion. We can certainly at least say, as we saw above, for evil people to do less evil things, that takes religion. Second, let us address the one world idea. It is not good. In a single centrally managed world, where would persecuted people go? When the Christians persecuted us Jews, we went to the Muslims. When the Muslims persecuted us, we went to the Christians. Where would we go if the whole world was under one government and that government hated the Jews? It would be the end of Judaism. Also, a diversity of approaches is important. If we had a single government, it would support only what it likes, and many good ideas would be squelched. The competition between different states is what fosters huge leap forwards. Without the Cold War, we would not have gone to the moon. We would not be exploring space. We would not have the GPS. We would not have the internet, and so many other fruits of modern technology. Next, let's tackle the no possessions idea. Is it good? The communists thought so. Everything belongs to everybody. Everybody shares everything, and everybody works for the good of society. They failed miserably. They failed because they ignored human nature. People want to work for themselves and their families, not for society, not for a cause. Idealists are few and far between. A good system is one that allows people to work for themselves in a way that also benefits society as a whole. It is not a zero-sum game. Finally, what about the utopian society? No greed or hunger under the brotherhood of man. Think about it for a minute. No more wars, no more diseases, no more natural disasters, no more accidents, no more famine, no more crime, no more hatred. All material needs are satisfied for free for everybody. Food, shelter, comfort, sex, entertainment, perfect health, perfect weather, etc. Robots and machines do all the physical work. Ask anything and it's yours at no cost and no effort. You would feel worthless in such a world. You would feel bored to the point of despair because life would have no challenges, no unanswered questions, no mountains to climb, nothing that would make you feel proud of yourself or look forward to the future. We need a reason to live. We need challenges. It's a paradox, to be sure, but a concern just the same. Indeed, the Midrash tells us that we need evil. We need our natural evil inclination to achieve anything worthwhile. Quote, without the evil inclination, no man would build a house, take a wife, beget a family, and engage in work. As King Solomon said in Ecclesiastes, I saw that all labor and all achievement was the result of man's envy and rivalry with his neighbor. Unquote. The line, I hope someday you'll join us and the world will live as one, is particularly ironic. Isn't that what all religious fundamentalists say? I hope someday you'll join us and the world will live as one. Note that we Jews never say, I hope someday you'll join us. There is nothing wrong with being a Gentile. So in the end, if John Lennon's little song moves you to tears, remember, be careful what you wish for. You might get it. Shabbat Shalom.